Hi there. I'm getting a lot of feedback from family members, friends, clients, potential clients about how their property that they have up for sale isn't really selling. It's taking a long time to sell. They're not really getting a lot of offers. The price, they keep trying to modify the price down and they're still not getting what they want or the offers that they want. So today I'm here to talk to you about three reasons why you might want to consider renting your property that's not really doing well in the sales market. And there's a couple of reasons for that, and I'm going to get to it shortly. My name is Michael McVitie. I'm president of Red Fortress Property Management. I've been a landlord and property manager for 25 years here in the Fort Myers, Southwest Florida area. So first off, there's a lot of uncertainty that's going on right now for a lot of people in the United States. First of all, it's an election year, so there's always some questions as to what's going to happen in the future after the election. We have interest rates that everybody's concerned about whether they're going to be raised or stay the same or lowered. That obviously has a massive effect. You have inflation, and inflation is not going to be stopping easily unless we make some decisions in different directions to lower it. And then finally, what you have is even today's the economy had some numbers that weren't all that great. So people worry about the economy stalling or not going forward. So there's a lot of confusion and doubt as to what's going on in the future. And so a lot of people, therefore, aren't going to be doing a lot of big financial investments when it comes to real estate, especially when it's coming to moving into the area and spending a lot of money. So you have that in the background. And today, the Board of Realtors were releasing some information, which I thought was very, very interesting. So first of all, from the vantage point of days on market and how fast are things are selling, back in June of 2022, the average day on the market was 35 days, meaning from the time that somebody listed it to the time that it was either sold or it came off the market was 35 days. Today, in June of 2024, that number more than doubled to over 75 days on market. So clearly, when you hear people saying, hey, my property is not selling, I'm not getting as many offers, I have to keep lowering it, and I'm still not doing well with the sales market, there's very, very good reason for it. In addition to all that, when you look at the inventory that's available right now in June of 2024, we have close to 10,000 properties up on the market by realtors in the area, and that's more than the last 6 years in June, meaning at any time, all the way dating back to 2019, 2020, all that sort of stuff, we've never had this many properties up on the market for sale. So there's a good reason why properties are not selling. The uncertainty, a lot of the inventory that's creating a soft real estate market. However, what would happen or what would be the benefit if you looked at that sales property and said, maybe I can turn that into a rental property, an annual rental property? Why would I consider doing it? I'll give you three main reasons right now. The first is the financial gain, or you can look at it as minimizing your financial loss too. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that you had a property that was up for sale and the total cost to you monthly is about $2,500. You have the principal, your taxes, your insurance, the mortgage, it's $2,500. And let's just say you've been putting it on the market for 3 months. And for 3 months, you haven't really gotten the offer you want. So that means that over the course of 3 months, you've lost $7,500. Okay. If you turn it into a rental property, and even if that rent didn't match that entire $2,500 a month in your principal, taxes, and insurance, you would still be minimizing the economic damage. If you rented the property, say for $2,000 a month, you would still be gaining $2,000 and helping lower that limit that you're losing $2,500 a month to say about $500 a month. So the first reason is that to minimize that cash flow, that negative cash flow that you have right now with that sales property that's not selling. Second reason. Now, the second reason why you might want to consider renting your property right now instead of selling it is that down in the future, down the road, 2 years, 3 years down the road, your property is going to be worth more than it is today, period. Now, some people say, Michael, how do you know? It just is. It's factual, as well as the fact that I was also here in 2005, 6, 7, 8, and 9 at the same desk I'm sitting in right now when we had the real estate collapse. And here's an important aspect that people need to know. Nowhere in recorded history in Florida, that is, in Southwest Florida especially, over a 10-year period has the real estate gone down. Now, notice I said a 10-year period. I didn't say every 6 months it automatically goes up. Over a 10-year period, 1980 to 1990, 1990 to 2000, you get the idea that the real estate always increased in the area. Okay, I'm not talking about every single home, because obviously, like if a roof falls in or something, it's not worth as much. But honestly, over that period of time, real estate always increases. So if you hold your property, turn it into rental, and then hold it for 4 or 5 years, when you do that, it's going to be worth more than it is today, especially when you're not getting the offers that you want. So the third and the final reason why you might want to consider renting your property while it's not selling, or it's slow selling, or you're not getting the offer that you want, is that I was talking to you about minimizing the economic damage. And most people look at it as, well, cash flow. But there's a lot more economic incentives to have a rental property. So not only are we talking about how you might minimize the damage financially, monthly, ongoing by collecting rent, but don't forget that expenses like management fees, maintenance to your property, lawn care, all that sort of stuff is also written off. And then you can also talk to your accountant about depreciation for the property. That's 3% a year for residential units and that. So even though you might be losing, say, $500 a month in rent, you're still, through your taxes and write-offs and so forth, you're going to come out pretty well versus having your property obviously not selling and just accumulating that debt every single month. I'm Michael McVitie, president of Red Fortress Property Management. There's a lot more things that I can talk about on this subject, but I just want to do something very, very quickly. I know people are looking for solutions, and I just wanted to throw some ideas out there. If you have any questions, feel free to call, email me somewhere here. There's going to be some contact information that you can. So hopefully I can help you solve some of your issues financially on a property that's not selling quickly. Have a great day.